Hello Libra, this is a timeless reading for you. First, I'm gonna use the classic weight deck in Art Nouveau style. Later, I'm gonna use all my own decks as well. I pre-shuffled all the cards. I'm just gonna give them this little extra shuffle. So we are starting with the Ace of Swords. Nice. Judgment. Eight of Wands. Temperance, that looks pretty good so far. And the Ten of Swords, okay. I feel like you either have recently made up your mind about something that you were hesitant about for quite a while, or you will soon be getting into that situation, into that energy. It could even be for some of you that this was something that was on your mind for several years, maybe even regarding a relationship, romantic friendship, family situation. It seems like there is something really profound, really deep that could have taken a very long time and a lot of discernment and inner development to finally get to that point of decision, and not only to have that decision in mind, but also to act on it. To get into this very clear, decisive, and active state. I'm feeling a lot of, when I look at these three cards together, in the core, the Ace of Swords, it feels so powerful and so self-confident to me. Like this decision is a proper decision with no worries and no ifs, what if attached to it. Like this decision was so sincerely thought through that there is no more if and doubt and maybe what if I misjudged something. Like it is such a strong clarity. And it is such a deep judgment. I feel this is a very big thing for you. It is not just a small decision like in the supermarket, which kind of chocolate are you taking, or I don't know, what dress you're going to wear, or to which party you're going to go. Let's say you have several friends and two of them, they don't know each other, but they have the same birthday, and you are invited to two parties and you don't know to which you're gonna go. Like it's nothing like that. It's something very, very deep, very profound. There is also a second topic playing into your reading, like these Eight of Wands. This is on one hand still the old topic. This is not something coming into your life, but this is you acting on that decision. These are your wands that you are throwing out there to land somewhere. This is your action after decision making. Yet there is also something coming towards you. But I'm not yet sure what this is, but will soon probably be a lot of movement in your life. With the Temperance card, this is some kind of suggestion, some kind of state where you are supposed to be in this. Of course, the Temperance card, it can just stand for balancing, for weighing something out, for some kind of inner peace, for some spiritual guidance, for so many things. But this is what I'm seeing for you as well. But what I'm seeing most of all is like, I feel like maybe someone or a situation has taken away some of your energy, and like you're filling you are taking this cup back and filling something that is supposed to be yours, that was always yours, but that got taken away from you. You are filling that back into your own cup because you are thirsty, you are hungry, you need that. It is meant to be yours, but someone either took it from you or made you gave it to them. You know, some people can be very manipulative, and they don't have good intentions towards us, but they pretend to be our friends or whatever, and they make us feel pity for them, and then we give them our energy. And maybe this was a kind of judgment that you made, and it could also be not just about energy spiritually, but something very physical as well. I'm feeling very drawn to the water in general. I don't always look at the water in this reading, but at this moment I'm very aware of her foot tapping into the water. There is some kind of spiritual connection that's very strong, and it feels like whatever she is pouring into her own cup, it comes down and flows back into this huge ocean. Like some recycling of energy, some cleansing of energy. Also, I'm suddenly thinking of this kind of blood cleansing. I don't know the English word for this process, this medical process when someone has to go to the hospital. I think it's several sessions where people's blood is being cleansed by this certain medical process, and that was one thing that came into mind, but that doesn't apply to a lot of people. It feels very spiritual, of course. You know, she has wings, she's like portrayed as an angel, but that's not the reason why I'm getting this very spiritual energy of this card right now. It's really, I feel so drawn to the water. It feels like she's even saving something huge, like a huge... She's not only bringing this energy back to herself, but she's also bringing it back to her people. And she's cleaning something very innocent, like as if this ocean or that lake, that huge accumulation of water that she puts her foot into, as if she is healing that, cleansing something, saving something innocent that maybe has been tainted, that has been exploited. Very nice. And the realization or outcome is the 10 of Swords, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's often a card that we don't want to see, but in some recent readings this card has shown up as well, and I didn't get this super negative vibe from it, but just give me some seconds. I feel like this is not even your own energy. This could be the situation or the person that you are taking back from what you once borrowed to them, or you gave it to them and realized that they misused it some way. We have the water here in the background again, this ocean or this huge lake, and he's not in the water. He is, nailed to the ground somehow, on the grass. As if this piece of water was his last straw that he held on to, but it wasn't his straw, and he just did something very, maybe even criminal. It's like she's beating some kind of injustice. We don't have the justice card here, but we have the judgment. I want some more cards. King of Pentacles, this feels like it's not your energy. Someone coming into the situation, probably helping you, or just helping this huge collective, this huge group of people. It feels like a sincere help, not this moralistic kind of help that comes out of guilt, but I'm getting a very good feeling from this card right now. 9 of Swords. This is your energy. You could be worried about the situation even if you got out of it. You could also be worried about this King of Pentacles. Maybe it's someone, it's some kind of authority and you're afraid of it, but he doesn't mean anything bad. But you have the Sun at the bottom. It could also be that you are not even seeing that this King of Pentacles is stepping in. You're not even aware of him, and he's also not looking at you. He's aware of you, but he's not looking at you. He's looking at this situation to help and to bring in some kind of, justice, to make it a bit more grounded. And also this 9 of Swords make me feel like you will have, after going through all of this, get some time to rest and reflect, to let your grief come out. I mean, even sometimes if we get out of something successfully, we still afterwards, have to rest, have to withdraw a little bit, because especially if you're someone who doesn't like injustice or social struggles, even if it turns out to be fine at the end, it is, some people just don't like arguing, and it's very exhausting for us. Yeah, there's a victory again. This is on one hand your energy, like feeling slightly victorious, but yet also being sad about that this had to happen at all. Maybe even feeling guilty if this judgment was about a person that you, due to your judgment, then later pushed away, cut out of your life. There could be, this lingering guilt. Even though I said in the beginning, like, there is no guilt, there is no doubt about this decision. I'm not so sure with the 9 of Swords. It doesn't really fit into the rest of the readings. It could be something that's going on in your subconscious. And yet, this is your energy, but it could for some of you even be a third person stepping in to help. And the 10 of Cups. So this reading actually feels very good. I was just a little bit surprised by the 9 of Swords here. It could also be this person again. That someone realizes there is no way back for them into your life. And it doesn't have to be a romantic situation, as I said. It could be anything else. Now I'm going to use my own cards. I'm going to start with my medieval oracle cards. And we are starting with the Snake, the King, Dungeon, Book, and Coins. feel like there is some knowledge coming through for you. Maybe you've been waiting for something. I'm seeing a person, probably a man, doesn't have to be, but it's most likely is a man that you are not even aware of, who could have helped you somehow in the background. This could, for some of you, just be a spiritual guidance that, is just in the spiritual realms that you're not aware of. It could also, just be a person that has worked something out for you, like something in a professional way that you're not aware of, that you never met this person, but they read some documents and decided something for you. With this book and the snake, I see them as very connected right now. Like the snake in my deck, that it can represent some knowledge, secret knowledge especially, knowledge about healing, but it's not so much about healing yourself. This reading was, about healing something bigger, helping something bigger. Yeah, it's just there's some kind of knowledge that will soon be revealed to you about a situation. It could be about a literal imprisonment, but for most of you it's not. This Dungeon card, it often represents just, some stagnancy or something where you felt very powerless. But it could be that now someone else is feeling this kind of powerlessness because, we had this 10 of Swords. In the 9 of Swords, she can still move her body, but here, this person is nailed to the ground. It's some kind of powerlessness, and I was saying that this is, somehow not your own energy, so maybe something came out about someone and this is ending a kind of stagnancy for you, but it's also bringing in a kind of stagnancy for the person who did something very unfair, or for just a few of you, even something criminal. And then we have the coins. The coins card in my deck mostly comes out as something financial. Of course, coins can just also stand for value, and the value, something that's valuable to us, doesn't always have to be something material. But in this reading, I feel it is regarding some money, even though I don't understand how this fits into the rest of the situation here, because besides this King of Pentacles, there was nothing regarding that topic. It could be maybe that this King of Pentacles will help you with something financial, or will even, maybe there will be something revealed about some money that got stuck somewhere that you were supposed to receive but you didn't. And this King of Pentacles might step in and bring some movement into the situation where you might have not even cared about this financial thing, because I didn't feel that very much in the focus so far. In this reading, I had more a feeling that this was about a very unfair social situation, and that was where your emotional and psychological focus was on, and not onto something materialistic here. And it seems that maybe this is an external influence that will bring that into some kind of balance somehow. So next I'm gonna use my duality tarot cards. elephant big, black magic curse, joy, new, pretense. I feel like this could really be a big thing, as I was saying in the very beginning, like with this temperance card, how she's putting her foot into the ocean, healing something huge, not even herself. I mean, also maybe herself with this, but she's just giving herself this tiny bit of water. And I don't know, but by healing her, this little part in herself, it has a huge effect on a lot of other people. I don't know how else I could explain this. So this is, a very big thing itself, that this healing is happening for this collective somehow. And also what I feel like this is some kind of really big knowledge, some big information that might be coming to you. In the unconscious position, we have this black magic and curse card. So there might still be something, even though this knowledge is very big, that is still a little bit hidden or manipulated. Maybe there was even a complete group of people that was toxic somehow. And maybe some truths are being revealed about maybe the most toxic person in this group, but some others, they got away with something. So there is still a little bit of this deception and negative kind of manipulation lingering around, but you will not really focus on that so much, because there's this kind of joy, this energy of happiness coming into your life. Very nice. And this is probably what you're gonna focus on, and what you need, or what you need to realize or understand. In this position we have the card new, and it could just even be related to this financial topic, maybe due to this social injustice that was so burdening. Maybe for you it also had a kind of impact onto your financial situation. So maybe if there is something that was financially stuck now improving for you, that you can renew a little bit of your wardrobe, or something in your household, something that is really worn out and old. So we can take this card very literally here. And yet it is also a new beginning, a new phase in your life that you're entering by receiving this knowledge, by having made this kind of judgment and this sharp decision. And then as the outcome or ultimate realization, we have pretense. And I feel like maybe you will realize, if this was, about one or several people that you made this judgment on, and that you cut out and you removed that from your life. Maybe at one point you were a little bit afraid that they were very strong and tall, and I mean not tall physically, but like they were somehow powerful, and you were afraid to remove yourself from them, because maybe you feared that they will take some kind of revenge, or I don't know, there's just some kind of fear regarding this situation or this person. Or that they will just spread some rumors about you, like as soon as you leave this situation or this person. But there could be, this, when you see them in this position, this realization that they are not this big, strong man that is pretentious, but actually that there is this lost little child in them that also can be said. Maybe this person or these people were very pretentious, very egoic, bloated, imposterous. You know what I mean. But on the inside, they are not as tough as they act. And then some fear might be just, taken away from you. And then I'm gonna use my lifestyle tarot deck. Please don't take this too seriously. It's just for fun. Sometimes, oh my God, my stomach is so empty and it's screaming right now. Sorry for that. I need to eat something. It's often when I record my readings, I'm hungry because I often do it before cooking or before, just eating. So if there's something health related coming up, do not rely on this reading. Always check in with your doctor. We have the candle, zinc, omega-3, eyes, magnesium, and teeth. So that speaks for itself. So maybe some of you might want to add or get your levels checked of zinc, omega-3 and magnesium. Maybe you have some kind of deficiency there, or maybe you're consuming too much, but usually that's not the case. But as I said, I'm not your doctor. You use your discernment. This is just some kind of idea here. With a candle, it's quite simple. Maybe it will just help you to make yourself feel good. If you have to heal from something, if you have to calm down in the evening, rather than using artificial light, just put on some candles. I think it can be very cozy. Also, they radiate a lot of warmth. So it's actually very simple, this card. With eyes, often in winter we have dry eyes, so we have to take care of that. Could also mean, that you have to change your glasses sometimes, or your contact lenses. Sometimes our sight changes as we get older, and then we have to, renew our glasses. It could be anything. And teeth, maybe it's time for some of you to visit the dentist or to change your toothpaste, whatever teeth means for you. Maybe there could be something coming up regarding your teeth. Okay, last round, my sarcastic animal messages, and of course those are also just for fun. And we have the elephant. I'm social and empathetic, but I can stomp you to death. And this just makes me think of this situation with this social environment that you were in, that maybe you took even several years or months to make this final decision, to make this judgment, because you are social and empathetic and you want to include everyone in some way. But when you realize that someone is completely misusing or abusing your empathy, and you realize that, then you can also, act on that very strictly and become very, decisive and reject someone. Next one. The fawn, I'm gentle and shy. So this is just, confirmation, like for someone who is social, empathetic, gentle and shy. But then, someone, it's also quite innocent. So I feel like this reading is for someone who hasn't done anything to anyone, but some people, they just abuse the most innocent people, because if they would exploit or try to steal someone's energy who is as tainted as them, they couldn't draw this pure and good energy out of them, because it's as dark as their own energy. So usually, often these kind of people pick on people who have a more pure and bright energy. snail, I'm homely and leisurely. And, you know, this fawn is like rolled in or rolled together. I don't know how you say that in English. And maybe it's just, you know, you wanting to withdraw from the world, wanting to take a rest after all this is over. But yet, I also feel like at the same time, you want to move, but you want to move slowly. You could even feel quite cozy everywhere you go, as if your home is somehow nailed to your back, like you just can make yourself feel comfortable wherever you go. So that's it so far. I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you for watching.